Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. If you want to catch me on the live stream, please check out my other channel, Good Free Photos. The link is in the comments as well as the description. Also check out my other channel, Crypto Daily Updates. All the great crypto news for today summarized into 10 minutes in one video. So check that out. That's called Crypto Daily Updates. Now let's get back to the news for the recap. Only two things on the agenda today. Well, three things. Let's start. Japan is actually moving a lot of their manufacturing away from China, or they're trying to. They've earmarked $2.2 billion of their stimulus package, which is like less than 1% of their stimulus package, to help companies move out of China. Now, 90% of that $2.2 billion is going to try to move Japanese countries back into Japan. Japanese manufacturing back into Japan, and about 10% is helping to move away from China to other countries. I think it really should be the other way around. I don't think it doesn't really matter how much of the stimulus you give to those companies to move back to Japan. I doubt they will, because Japanese labor is very, very expensive and Chinese labor is much cheaper. So in the long term, it doesn't really make sense for them to actually move back to Japan. So I think that's a little misguided. I think it's the same thing with US companies. They're more likely to move to like a Southeast Asian country because Southeast Asian countries are very, very cheap in terms of labor, whereas US labor is actually quite expensive. So if you want them to move away successfully from China, you should probably try to get them to actually move. You should probably successfully try to get them move to other countries, but not probably back home, because if you try to do that, they're going to be like, nah, that's going to cost us a lot over the long run. So the other thing is HTC actually has implemented crypto mining on their phones, and there's an app you can download. It's supported by HTC, where it actually mines when you're charging, and it's for Monero. So that's one thing that Monero's gotten going for it. It's still the most popular privacy coin. One of these privacy coins is probably going to be pretty big. I, as a rule, don't really invest in privacy coins because I think they're going to run into regulatory problems. And since my main goal is to make money, I don't really want to deal with that in the future. So I think Monero is actually pretty cool with this. Since HTC is supporting them, that's pretty big. And hopefully they get more popular. And if everyone's mining on their cell phone, hopefully it becomes more decentralized. And that's one of the big hopes as well. The other thing is I want to talk a little bit about the Bitcoin halving. Is the price actually priced in? The thing is, it's hard to tell, but if you actually look at the markers from BCH and BSV, it looks like the price was easily priced in before the halving. If you look at LTC last year, the price was definitely priced in before the halving, because like all of them kind of peaked about a month and a half before the halving, and they actually went down after the halving. Like Bitcoin SV is down $11. And Bitcoin Cash is down, like X amount of money as well. So for Bitcoin, I'm wondering if this latest pump from 3,000 to 7,000 or from 5,000 to 7,000 was actually the pre-halving pump. And will we just flatline before the halving and then dump after the halving? Last halving, we actually peaked a little bit closer to the halving, but we dumped 30% afterwards. So I'm waiting for that 30% dump. Now this time it's a little different because mining is no longer going to be profitable if price doesn't go up after the halving. So there'll be that working against it. I'm hoping for like a quick dump right afterwards so I can pick back up at below 5,000. And then after that, it actually just goes up because it actually has to go up over the long term. And I'm still very bullish over the long term. But right now, the prices are looking a little bit shaky, especially if you look at BCH, BSV, and Litecoin as examples. I do believe like at least in the immediate future after the halving, the price is already factored in. So that is my view right now. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.